Welcome to the Kane and Reloaded show. This your boy 305 Kane.
And it's your boy DJ Reloaded.
Before we get started, we need y'all to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell to get notified whenever we go live. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can subscribe to the Kane and Reloaded family, and make sure you hit that share button and let everybody know about the Kane and Reloaded show.
Yes, sir. Share the video.
So, yes, share the video, tell your friends and family about us. So tonight's video, we're going to react to a conversation between Diddy and Naomi Campbell, where Diddy says the black vote will not be free this year. Let's listen to a little clip of it.
Black vote is not going to be for free. We're going to have to see some promises. You know, what are we getting in return for our vote? Nothing has changed for Black America. And in order for us to vote for Biden, we can't be taken for granted like we always are because we're supposed to be Democrats or because people are afraid of Trump. It's whoever's going to take care of our community, whoever wants to make a deal. It's business at this point. You know, we can't trust politicians, you know, so we want to know very clearly, just like Trump made it clear that he wanted to build a wall. Biden needs to make it clear that he's going to change the lives and quality of life of Black and brown people, or else he can't get the vote. I will hold the vote hostage if I have to.
You said it here. You said it first.
What do you know?
How you feel about that, DJ Reloaded?
I mean, I agree. I think that we should be asking for more for our votes. You know, I think that, you know, either party, well, not either party, but the Democrat Party feels like the black vote is something that they should just stay entitled to. They don't have to do anything for it. They can get it. They campaign hard for everybody else, but they don't campaign hard for the black vote. I agree with Diddy is saying. I mean, there's other black organizations that have been saying the same thing. And I've been stressing a black agenda. And, when I look at most Democrats, that was running this year, only probably about a handful of them had a black agenda. And Biden is one who didn't. So I agree with Diddy saying. I mean, we shouldn't just be giving our votes away. Yes, people have died for the rights for us to vote, but they didn't die for the rights for us to just give it away neither.
Facts.
So we need to make it count. So black and brown people have a better chance in equalities in their neighborhoods and schools. I mean, there was an article that went out that talked about how minority schools get less money than other schools, and that's done by design. We have to come together as a community and demand more. So I could totally agree. He just can't hold it hostage. We all have to get on the same wavelength.
That's a fact. And that's what I like to touch on about the whole situation is I don't want people to look at who's saying the message. I don't want people to even think about the agenda behind what the person is saying, who's saying the message. If you feel like they have an alternative agenda or, they trying to swindle in some kind of way. The way I look at it is look at the message. Pay attention to the message. And me and DJ Reloaded talk offline, and like I told DJ Reloaded, you don't just vote for somebody you like, but they don't have no policies to help you in your day-to-day life. Like, look into a vote for somebody who's going to actually try to do something to improve your living and your living situations. And that's why I say pay attention more so to the message that Diddy had to say and not so of the person who's preaching the message. If you want to find fault in that person, the message has great potential behind it, especially when it comes to us as a people, as a community. What we preach about on the Kane Reloaded show all the time is, us coming together and really putting us before everything else as a community.
Facts. I mean, that's why like I said again, I like what you just said. I think a lot of people gonna look at who's delivering the message rather
That's
than the
exactly
message
right.
itself.
That's hold
I
on, DJ
mean,
Reloaded. Not to cut you off, but just what I was just saying, look at the message. You know, Jason, that's what I was just preaching about. You can't look into the person and say you don't think it's authentic, because it doesn't matter. His message and what he said, if you pay attention to the message, that's authentic no matter who says it.
totally agree. And I think that everybody get caught up on Diddy past and what he done, business arrangement, contracts, et cetera, et cetera. Um, I agree in this instant what he was saying about black people voting, getting something out of it. We have watched president after president leave the office richer than they were before. So everybody is benefiting from us going out to vote, but the black community, the LGBTQ community, benefited from a former president through votes. We have to start holding people that we are voting for accountable. And that's not just on the presidential level, but that's also on your state levels as well.
And I'm gonna address the comment again. That same, you're doing the same thing you did when you wrote the last message. You agreeing to the message, but you're still pointing at the man who said it. It doesn't matter who says it. It doesn't matter. As long as you paying attention to the message and you trying to achieve those goals, why does it matter what he did with his son and his son's girlfriend? That ain't got nothing to do with what he's talking about. That ain't got nothing to do with making your vote worth something. You still focusing on the man behind the message and not the message. And that's a big problem with what goes on in our community. And you keep talking about believing people. That's the problem with people. You don't want to listen and comprehend what's going on and decipher for yourself and make better choices. You like to look at the video, but not really paying attention to the details in the video and deciphering, taking what's worth something to you. I can listen to anybody and they can have a corrupt background, but if they have a message that will be worth something to me and help me and my peoples, it doesn't hurt me to listen to that message, no matter who's saying that.
I feel exactly where you're coming from. Sometimes we get caught up on the small details. I mean, we're not gonna make this topic again about bashing Diddy, because we don't know everything that went on behind closed doors and what really happened, right? Just like Jay said, he made one of his songs. He said Beans made millions, and it'd tell you if he wasn't in his feelings, right? Things happen in that atmosphere that we're not going to bring into this atmosphere, right? We're talking about equality. We're talking about unity. We're talking about making our voice count this election. I mean, some people say the guy, Trump's in office because we didn't go out and vote, in which the record shows that we really didn't, because we didn't believe in neither individual that was running.
Right.
Our votes have power. We have to make it count. We have to ask for a demand. I would like to see the Democrat nominee go on shows and explain himself, because when I think about it, I mean a lot of things that happen that the Democrat nominee is running on and his past remind me of Hillary. And it's kind of hard for me to get behind that individual and say, you know what, just because the media says let's vote this guy out, let's vote him out. You have to understand this election is big, because whoever wins either party is going to be able to elect two Supreme Court justices. individuals, and that could change the landscape of America.
That's a fact.
So if you want it, if they want it, hey, like I said again, what are you willing to what are you willing to come to the table with?
Right. So
You know,
you want to touch on that comment?
I'm not right now. I mean, in this, we're reacting to the video that he put out. I'm not reacting to everything he has done in the past.
Thank you.
I mean, my issue with this is, you know, you're reacting to past behaviors, past issues. Basically, what you're telling me is that people can't change, and whoever person was at 25, he's gonna be the same person at 35, 45, 50. People can change. We got to give people opportunities. Again, can Diddy control the black vote? No, but black people and brown people can say, you know what, I want to see more. Don't just think because y'all preached for 4 years to hate somebody, we're gonna go along with the program. What are you bringing to the table?
Correct.
That's no different from, you know, a woman looking at a man. Ain't talking about being in a relationship. As a woman, you're gonna want to know what this man is gonna bring to the table, vice versa. So in this instant, if I'm voting, I'm giving you the position that you desire through my votes and my time, because I gotta stand in line or I gotta drive and mail out this ballot or walk to my mailbox. That's my time. What are you gonna do for it?
So let me ask this question to Mr. Jason Sims. Mr. Jason Sims, let me ask you this question. Would you not stand behind the message? Doesn't matter who said it. Doesn't matter. Do you agree with the message and would you stand behind the message? And if you can say yes, then I don't understand the rest of your argument, because the purpose of this whole video was we worried about the message. We worried about what Diddy's talking about and not the man and his past and what he's done and faults and wrong and who's authentic and this, that, and the third. We're talking about the message he said and how powerful that can be as an impact to us in our community. And when you blind yourself with pointing out the man and his faults, you lose the message, because a good portion of this video, we've been going back and forth about Diddy and not actually talking about what he's talking about. And that's what happens when you in a community of people, when y'all are crowding the real social pace with real information. You clogging it up when you're sitting here worrying about pointing out other people's faults and things about them and not what's going to make you as a community get better and grow and benefit you. And this whole reaction is Diddy saying that your vote should benefit us as a people. And if the vote is not going to benefit us as a people, we shouldn't be voting for people just because.
True.
So let's think about the message and not the man and his past and what he look at the situation in the world today. It's not time to focus on what somebody did yesterday. Because guess what? People are dying left and right and they don't get to see tomorrow. So let's focus on what's going to make it better for everybody, and especially us as a community. Let's not focus on pointing out the man's faults.
I mean, because, you know, I was talking to one of my friends earlier today, and we were just talking about this crisis that we're going through, right? And you know, he said he heard on the news where they're talking, you know, about increasing property taxes on homeowners of, you know, about 38%, right? Almost 40%. I'm around 40%. That impacts everybody, even renters as well. You know, I've been talking about them saying the black network is supposed to hit 0. That will very well do it. You know, that type of hike and increase on taxes, if it's something like that is true and it happens, I'm still trying to dig it up. That would be devastating.
Not only Can't put that up there.
Man, that man going left tonight, man.
We gonna keep moving. Focus on the message.
Yeah, so man, I'm getting behind it. I think that we need to, get form some type of unity, like every other group. Let me sound like a broken record. I think that we need to form some type of unity. Loving each other, respecting each other, and stop seeing each other as a competition. And know that we have a voice. We feel like we're a voice. We don't. Our voice don't matter. But if we do it in numbers, we say it in numbers, and trust me, that's what Martin Luther King did. He did it in numbers, and it mattered. It counted. There's a lot of black civil rights individuals, even our black artists, push for equality, turn down money and shows because they didn't want to perform, in arenas and buildings where their people wasn't accepted. So at some point, we got to get back to having some type of unity, because I believe that all we need is unity and love for each other. We can reverse our issues in our communities.
Facts. And I totally agree with that. And I think a big major key is the unity part, and I'm gonna touch on what you said a little bit about competition. That's a major part in why we can't bring the unity together, is because we so competitive with the next man, especially in our own community. You always want to try to outshine, be the best, be better than the next man, and everything that you want to, and everything that you have. And that becomes a major problem because it divides people. It don't make you want to work with each other. It make you want to work against each other. And competition need to, but that's a major part of our community, is not having enough unity to stand behind things like this message and making us worth more than the workers that go clock in every goddamn day.
I mean, like I say, man, I'm riding with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm riding with you until the wheels blow, baby. I agree with you. I think Jay, much love to you. You're my boy. But
Right.
at some point, you have to look at the bigger picture, and you can't attack a man from what he did in his past. Everybody has the right to grow. Everybody has the right to change. And Diddy messages, the last two messages he put out, the one about the award shows not recognizing the black talent and art, and now this. I mean, you have to give a man room to grow and stop judging the man and beating the man up based off his past.
Especially when no one else is speaking up in those terms except him. All of the people that you think are authentic, they're not the ones speaking up like he's speaking up, especially in these times. So where are those authentic people at, Mr. Jason?
So I'm with you, man. We gotta get past that biased behavior and that biased thought process towards each other, man, and look at the bigger picture, which is our communities are suffering.
Right. That's the bigger picture. Is the message is about the community and not what's going to benefit him. So we shouldn't even be talking about him. We talking about the message.
So, I mean, like I said again, man, me and Jay, we debate a lot. But I mean, it's good, healthy debates. We can disagree to disagree. Unfortunately, tonight we have to disagree again, because I'm focused on the message, and this is the message that I've been preaching, and the message that I'm trying to build a platform on is about unity. It's about doing it together. It's about supporting each other. It's about being able to look at another black man, black woman, and big them up and not feel any way about it. You were telling me that one of your neighbors, one of the guys just met, was telling you and Marquise that he feel like y'all cool people.
Right.
What happened when he did that?
His people's kind of try to shame him for it.
So that's why we have to get past that. It's okay. Understand this man got a pass, but give him props when he's right.
Right.
You got to get down. Mm-hmm. Everybody else do it. Everybody else pat each other on the back.
Facts.
we got to get to that same point. And I'm gonna tell you right now, to my people, hey, if you got something out there and I know you personally, trust me, I'm gonna show love. I'm gonna buy a product. I'm gonna shout you out. And you ain't got to really deal with me. I'm cut different. I'm not, I stress all the time about folks that I be trying to get on and talk about their products, and you tell me all the time, man, hey man, don't worry about them people.
Because guess what? I tell you this all the time. A lot of people don't believe in themselves, man, and you shouldn't have to push them harder to broadcast themselves and to try to make something out of themselves. We are here with open doors to help anybody with whatever little bit of a platform we do have. We're willing to support in any kind of way we possibly can. We ain't got to beg you to support you. That's up to you if you want to get that support.
I'm gonna support you no matter what, man. Even if you ain't with it, because at the end of the day, it's the love I just want to give you.
Facts.
I don't preach it, you know what I'm saying? I don't just say it. I stand on my word. My word is better than money in your account.
Facts.
This is who I am. If I tell you I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna live with it. That's why I keep my circle small, because I don't want to be cashing too many checks with my mouth. So, but on the other hand, like I said again, I mean, this is what it's about. It's coming to a point where we have to learn how to love each other and have unity amongst each other. Be able to go to a hip hop club or a block party and not worry about it being shot up, because everybody's out for a good time and vibes.
Facts.
We got to get down, and you can still have a good time, kick it with women, and ladies look for men, and go home the next day and just think about that night, like, man, we had fun. And that's what life is about, having a good time. But right now, what Diddy's talking about, hey man, it's crunch time.
Facts. With that being said, this has been the Kane and Reloaded show. This your boy 305 Kane.
It is your boy DJ Reloaded.
And before we get out of here, we need y'all to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever we go live. Make sure you share the video and tell your friends and family about us. And if you got any type of product, business, ventures, anything you getting into that's legit, we are here with open arms to help promote you, help push you, and help support you. So just hit us up in the DMs, hit us up on the Instagram, hit us up on the Facebook, the Kane and Reloaded Show. Peace and love, family.
Peace and love, fam.